In other words, Chloe Bibby recently signed a season deal with the Indiana Fever. For what reason? And I'm grateful that the Indiana Fever took this action. I was starting to feel very frightened. The fear that the Fever might not sign her was growing stronger and stronger. Just now, the Indiana Fever made a move that makes General at 3 a.m. Managers get out of bed. M smiling as though they had stolen Christmas. 2 games. Chloe Bibby. We've seen enough. Lock her down before someone else gets smart. That was all it took for the Fever brass to make the decision, and then everything happened at once. Signed, sealed, and delivered the remainder of the season's contract. Then they signed Chloe Bibby, the stretch 4 they've been lacking for the remainder of the season, indicating that Chloe Bibby had a great audition for the Indiana Fever. You can clearly see the graphic there. She signed a contract for the remainder of the season. Her contract was for 7 days. She has contributed to the team in a limited amount of time. I mean, she played her part for 24 minutes, scored 18 points, and made 4 of 8 shots from beyond the arc. She shoots the ball without hesitation. This isn't your normal wait-and-see strategy. This is management is acting with the haste of someone who has discovered a gold mine. As if she were trying out for a community theater play, the 27-year-old Australian player arrived on a 7-day hardship deal and left with a prominent part in Indiana's largest basketball event. This, I believe, is the distinction between that suffering situation and the one we are currently witnessing. They were not required to allow her to leave and then wait for a predetermined period of time. They decided to simply pull the trigger and bring her in for the remainder of the year. It's a fantastic look for the Indiana Fever, in my opinion. The fact that the Indiana Fever's 2 best moves appear to have been made during the season makes me believe it's also somewhat of a critique of the team's front office performance. Ari McDonald and BB Chloe. In addition to making an impression, Chloe Bibby destroyed expectations as quickly as a wrecking ball can tear through tissue paper. This woman shot a blistering 50% from 3-point range and averaged 9 points per game in just 2 games, half from outside the arc. Some athletes strive to reach that goal for whole seasons, and Bibby walked in casually and gave the impression that it was a shooting drill at the neighborhood YMCA. To be honest, it was obvious. Getting her in is obvious, dude, because really the 3 and D players are my favorite kind of players, dude. They are crucial to winning teams, strong defenses, and penalizing players for mistakes. D and those 3 players of the kind. Yes. The primary people who can assist you with that are those. She scored 8 points in 11 minutes on her debut against the Chicago Sky. It's a decent warm-up. However, she scored 10 points in just 13 minutes during the Phoenix Mercury game. Bringing down like she was playing NBA 2K on rookie difficulty, she made 2 3-pointers. While the woman was cooking, the Fever management staff was taking notes. More quickly than first-year college students. Played a fast-paced game at last. They have BBY on the team, which to be honest really helps with floor spacing. Chloe Bibby entered and completed the task they had given her. She pulled up a 3 right away, and then she spot-up buried a 3. Music. Applause. She finished with 10 points for the evening. She had a steal and was very effective defensively. The reason this signing has such brilliant strategic thought is as follows. Not only that, but the Indiana Fever, when they looked at Chloe's numbers, they thought, hey, she's decent. The Fever have been sorely lacking a forward with this 6'2" ability to spread the floor. She simply offers us a different look than any of our other post players, said Coach Stephanie White, who essentially gave her a public love letter. With Bibby, she's a stretch 4 and she's a shooter. We haven't had that. You know, with Bibby, she's a shooter and a stretch 4 and we haven't had that. And so, just pick and pop when everything else fails. Just select and pop, if something occurs. And she is a player with a high IQ. Well, she understands how to make plays, how to play. She is always shot ready, which is crucial. It's also critical that our passes are timely and accurate to someone who is always shot ready. And I believe we've been performing better in that regard. Subscribe if you're enjoying it. The Fever has been working to put Caitlin Clark at the center of the ideal puzzle, and now this piece is just walking through the door as though she had received an order from Amazon Prime. Check the floor spacing. Check your 3-point shooting, the capacity to induce defenses to perspire since they are unable to sag off her. With a cherry on top, triple check. Let's discuss what this deal actually implies for another player on the team, though. Brianna, the veteran presence, the woman who was supposed to be the defensive anchor, and the final piece in Indiana's championship puzzle was Turner. Rather, her effectiveness has been comparable to that of a chocolate teapot. Turner's average is a staggering 0, 4 points and 0, 9 rebounds in 4 seconds. Each game lasts 1 minute. She is missing 4 of every 5 shots she attempts, meaning her field goal percentage is 20%. Right now, keeping the bench warm for other players may be Turner's greatest service to the squad. Chloe Bibby is 194 and 6'2". 175, 6'3" is Brianna Turner's height. Okay. You could call Bibby a stretch 4 at this point. This comes directly from Stephanie White. According to Fever coach Stephanie White, she's a stretch 4. She's a shooter. We haven't had that. So, when everything else fails, just pick and pop. Yeah, she's a high IQ player. Well, she is awesome. Fans have been watching Turner in the stands like they're waiting for a bus that never arrives, expecting defensive intensity, shot blocking ability, and veteran leadership, but instead they got someone who appears lost on the court and invisible on the stat sheet. She can also play guard and forward, guys. The writing isn't just on the wall. It's in neon lights with fireworks and a marching band. Turner has only scored 5 points overall in 14 games this season, and Chloe Bibby has scored more in her first 13 minutes as a Fever player. Turner's future in Indiana is looking more precarious than a house. Oh, what does that imply for Brianna Turner? I haven't seen her play a single game. She's just been taking up space. When a team signs someone to replace your production after just 2 games, that's not a vote of confidence. It's a pink slip with a ribbon on it. I understand that she and Stephanie White have a relationship of some kind within the organization, but you can only retain so many players. You need young, fresh legs, you know what I mean. People you can really use. There's no point in having someone sitting on a bench that you can't use. At the end of the day, what are we actually doing? You understand me? Can she help the team right now or not? And here's the lovely irony of it all. Chloe Bibby entered the room and instantly became precisely what this team needed, whereas Turner has been finding it difficult to have any kind of impact. Her ability to stretch the floor creates driving lanes for Clark, which gives Mitchell more room to operate and opens up the entire offensive system. She's not just filling a roster spot, she's filling a specific role that improves everyone around her. After 2 games, the Fever management decided that they could stop watching. This individual is ours. They saw effectiveness and locked it down. Right away, which is the kind of decisive action that sets championship organizations apart from imitators. But this signing is about more than just adding another player. They didn't wait for a 20-person sample size or worry about offending anyone. After years of being the WNBA's lovable losers, the Indiana Fever are finally gaining some real momentum. It only took you a few games to make an impression, man. I've already seen you having a great time with the Valkyries, man. It's no surprise that the Fever front office made the right decision in signing you. Man, I'm looking forward to that clean jump shot to keep making threes for the rest of the season. Indiana Fever. The Fever are adding versatility, depth, and most importantly, they're building a roster that can make a serious run once Caitlin Clark returns from her groin injury. Imagine when Caitlin returns healthy and hungry, ready to show everyone why she is the league's most captivating player. Now that Chloe Bibby is spreading the floor, she has more chances to make those deep three-pointers that blow arenas away, and the offense becomes even more potent. This is the kind of forward-thinking move that keeps a team competitive even when their superstar is sidelined. The Fever are clearly planning for a deep playoff run, with Mitchell continuing to score at an elite level, Boston dominating in the paint, Bibby providing that stretch 4, and Clark returning eventually. They are unstoppable because defenses can't focus all of their attention on Clark and must respect Bibby's shooting ability. This signing sends a message to the rest of the league that the Indiana Fever are no longer satisfied with developing young talent and hoping to sneak into the playoffs. Suddenly, this team that was hoping to maybe sneak into the playoffs is looking like they could make some serious noise once they're there, for the best. They're acting like a team that expects to win right now. They signed Chloe Bibby, which is a huge bonus because she's going to offer you everything you've been lacking. She's a team player, a great shooter, and defensive-minded. The primary thing, That strikes me about Chloe Bibby is her selfishness. She is aggressive and doesn't back down. Yes, she is eager and ready to go. This is a great indicator of Indiana Fever, and I am thankful and fortunate. The Fever not only added depth, they added championship. BBY's confidence is impressive, but she's also very intelligent. She brings international experience, having recently helped Australia win gold at the FIA Women's Asia World Cup. She's hungry, battle-tested, and the kind of player who can perform well under pressure. Caliber depth. Let's now discuss the implications for locker room dynamics and team chemistry. When management acts swiftly and forcefully, it makes it very evident to all players that performance counts, and that if you're not contributing, your spot isn't guaranteed. This is the kind of healthy pressure that improves everyone's performance. The organization simply demonstrated that they are prepared to look for solutions elsewhere if current players aren't performing up to par. That's not cruel, that's professional. Sports at its best. For players like Turner, this must be a wake-up call louder than a fire alarm at 3 in the morning. The Fever are making it clear that winning is their top priority, and every forward on the roster knows that they must give it their all in every practice and game because there is someone right behind them who has shown she can contribute right away. Chloe Bibby is an example of the kind of player who will help them win, even though she's not. This isn't about creating drama or tension, but rather about creating the kind of environment where excellence becomes the norm. She is the most talented player in the world overall, but she also seems like she will fit in, play a role, and do exactly what's needed to help the team win. Bibby's work ethic and immediate impact will force everyone around her to elevate their games. The Fever just added someone who will push each other to be better, which is standard, not the exception. Additionally, let's not forget the fan perspective, as Indiana basketball fans know quality when they see it, having watched 2 games. Fans have been waiting for their team to become relevant again, and moves like this show them that their patience is about to be rewarded. They saw someone who fits in well with their team system, makes the right plays, and doesn't try to do too much. The atmosphere surrounding this signing has been electric, with fans celebrating not just the Fever are about to embark on a pivotal stretch of games that will determine their playoff seeding, and having Bibby locked in for the remainder of the season provides the kind of stability and confidence that can make all the difference. The addition of BBI, but what it represents, is a team that is finally making smart, aggressive moves to win. Once again, the Fever make the right decision and sign Chloe Bibby for the remainder of the season. It was an obvious choice, man. Chloe is a baller, and her jumper is so good that they don't have to worry about losing her to another team or negotiating another short-term deal. You can never have enough shooters on the tee. Clark, Kelsey, Lexi, Sophie, and Chloe could all shoot the 3. But arguably the most significant part of this whole situation is that she has incredible form. Situation is how it represents Indiana's new culture. Under the previous administration, they might have waited, considered their options, and ultimately passed up a player like Bibby. However, this new front office, composed of individuals who recognize that championship windows don't remain open indefinitely, moved with the kind of urgency that distinguishes winners from hopefuls. They saw talent. The Fever aren't just building for the future anymore. They're building for the present. And Chloe Bibby is a prime example of that philosophy in action. They saw fit and took decisive action. That's championship-level thinking. And it's the kind of strategy that can turn a franchise around. The best part of all of this is that Caitlin Clark will have an even better supporting cast when she returns healthy and ready to dominate. The Fever have been building something special, and the BBY signing could be the last thing that makes them stand out. That Chloe Bibby, after signing her 7-day contract, after signing a contract with the Indiana Fever, she traveled to Dallas with the team, but today was about day 7. She has since signed a contract for the remainder of the season because the Fever like what she's doing, including adding good minutes, producing good output while she's in, and having good quality minutes. While Brianna Turner sits on the bench, wondering what happened to her role, and other teams around the league wish they had been smart enough to sign BBY first, the Indiana Fever are sitting pretty with a roster that is built for a deep playoff run. Chloe Bibby will be with the Indiana Fever for the remainder of the season. They don't have to make any other moves, but they can. But we don't know if they will or not, obviously. This isn't just about one signing. It's about a team that's finally prepared to compete with the big boys. The Indiana Fever recently told the WNBA that they have the star power, the depth, and now the kind of player in BBY who can be the difference between a first-round exit and a championship parade. The message is clear. The roster is loaded and the championship dreams are very much alive in Indiana. And they are here to win. And Chloe Bibby will help them achieve it. They are no longer rebuilding, they are no longer hoping, and they are no longer satisfied with moral victories. With Indiana coming and bringing everything they need to make some significant moves, the club is clicking at full strength and the playoffs need to be prepared.